Welcome to our Dharma discussion for Sunday, March 23rd. Khenpo, I'll hand it over to you to get started.
Oh, yes. There's a... we start to recite only this page number 4, Refuge in Bodhicitta part, and page, this yellow book, page number 4. Until awakening, I take refuge in the Buddha, the Dharma, and the Supreme Assembly. By the merit of generosity and the other perfections, may I attain Buddhahood for the benefit of all beings. Until awakening, I take refuge in the Buddha, the Dharma, and the Supreme Assembly. By the merit of generosity and the other perfections, may I attain Buddhahood for the benefit of all beings. Until awakening, I take refuge in the Buddha, the Dharma, and Supreme Assembly. By the merit of generosity and other perfections, may I attain Buddhahood for the benefit of all beings. Okay. So, anyone is ready to share your experience or ask some question, or I ask you.
Okay, if you have a question, for those of you who are new, you can raise your hand, or Khenpo may also call on you as well. So we'll see how it goes.
Yes, wonderful.
Okay, so Aiden, you have a question? You can take yourself off mute.
Yeah, I have a question for Khenpo Tenzin. So my question is there a difference between Mahamudra and Buddhahood?
Oh, wonderful question. Thank you so much. Actually, there is no different Mahamudra and Buddhahood, but the one thing is Buddhahood means when we attain Buddhahood, then we will not return in the samsara. That means we completely attained Buddha, so that we call Buddhahood. But then Mahamudra, we recognize Mahamudra for a moment, but it is very possible we returned in samsara again, but it does not the cause of that realization, but our meditation is not kind of certain or stability or not certainty. So that's where for a moment we realize Mahamudra, and then after a little while we come back. Returned in the samsara, that means we arise another thought. So only that different.
Okay. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Yeah.
I see another hand up, Eleanor.
Hello, yeah.
Yeah, I thank you, Khenpo.
Thank you.
I have a question on your lecture that you just gave about the vows.
Yes.
And, I understand, you're not supposed to kill human beings. I understand you're not supposed to kill animals. I understand you're not supposed to kill insects. But my question is, how do you align that with the microbes that live on your skin? And then you take a shower with soap. So, of course, they all die. I mean, they're going to get washed away. And if the soap doesn't kill them, they'll drown in the water. How does that work exactly?
Yes. Actually, exactly that mentioned in that rule. It says don't jump or go into the water where there is animals. So actually it says that, but don't go means without unmindfulness. I mean, don't go in the water where there is animals. Don't go there with unmindfulness. So it's a very possible one. kills an animal. So then it's quite similar that you say when we take shower, at that time we have some animals there. Actually, what we can do is these days many kind of scientists or these doctors understand what kind of animals in our body. So there is if some animal killed by hot water, and then we use less hot water and try to use cold water. And if some animal killed by the cold water, we try to use little warm water for showering our body. And then it doesn't matter cold or hot. Is these animals die, and then we are going to change our way of thinking, as I mentioned. So this shower, I'm showering my body, or take shower. Sorry, I'm taking shower. This for practice Dharma and for benefit other beings. So this is at that moment motivation is correct, and then during the showering, then or that moment think in this moment any kind of animal dies through my this water or something, then may all reborn in the higher realms or pure land. That is the also good thing. And then another thing is that when we take shower, then at that time we don't use so much chemical soaps, and try to use a pretty kind of healthy soaps, or then these things are better, good things, and then but then we don't directly, we don't see these animals. And I, like an ant, if ant coming here, I see this ant and I clap my hand. If I kill that animal, or there is a green animal comes up, but I just touch my hand here, I do not see it as less kind of negative karma. That is in this rule mentions.
So intention is very important here. If you know you're going to take a shower and use soap, I mean, soap by its definition is going to be harmful. They don't make unharmful soap, because the whole idea of soap is to get rid of the bacteria, your skin or face or wherever. That's why I'm confused. So if I say a prayer before I take a shower, that whoever I accidentally kill by this behavior, may they be born in Pure Land. Is that what I should do?
That's really wonderful. That is so wonderful. Okay. Thank you so much. Yeah, that's what we have to do that. So that's where these vows are foundation of this monastic vows are foundation of the Bodhisattva's vow. Bodhisattva's vow is foundation or fundamental ground of the Vajrayana vow. So as I mentioned that exactly right now, you said that. So you have, for example, after you received monastic vow and then you take shower at that time, then you think, oh, this animals who I killed accidentally, may they reborn in the Pure Land, or may they freed from samsara. that is your bodhicitta. So because you possess that vow, so then you arise this motivation or this love and compassion. If you don't have that vow, monastic vow, and then probably you don't think, oh, this shower is just clean my body, so there's no virtue. Probably think that. But after you have a vow, so then you arise this profound compassion and bodhicitta. So that makes more kind of profoundly teach. So that's exactly come from you. Thank you so much.
All right, thank you. That helps a lot.
Thank you. Thank you.
We have a question here in the temple.
How are you doing today, Khenpo? I was wondering, is there a way to practice Dharma without ending up grasping at Dharma because it is so close to you and on your spiritual path?
Oh, yes. Yes, definitely. Actually, there's a way to not grasping Dharma. There is a way to practice Dharma without grasping. Actually, the number one is we don't think that Dharma is my culture, Dharma is my own thing. So that's we don't want to think. Even this is not the kind of good way of thinking. And then main thing is you don't think I'm Buddhist. Just always try to benefit other beings. May my activities benefit other beings. May my speech benefit others. May my knowledges, qualities, actions, everything benefit other beings. So that is the genuine Dharma practice. And also you can take a refuge vow. It does not mean, oh, I should become Buddhist. So I need name of Buddhist. That's why I'm going to take that refuge vow. Don't perceive that, but you perceive that I'm taking this refuge vow for welfare of all mother sentient beings. Or you can think particularly, oh, this year I'm going to take this refuge vow for the sake of those people who are experiencing suffering because of this natural disasters or because of this disease or because of that issue. So at that time you don't have a grasping Dharma. So there's a way, many ways to practice Dharma without grasping. Okay? Thank you so much.
Any other questions? Raise your hand. I think, Khenpo, you might have to ask a question. Looks like Aiden, you have another question?
Yeah.
Yeah, I have one more. This might sound a little silly, but I was wondering, like, how does rebirth work, and how do we know it exists?
Oh, about rebirth, yeah?
Yeah.
Yes. The first, we are going to understand that our consciousness is like guest, and then our body is like a guest house. So we rent this body for maybe rent was kind of 80 years or 85 or 6 years, the majority. Less than that, maybe a little higher than that, more than that. So average is about 80 years. We rent this body for 80 years. Someone rent for 80 years, but they live earlier. Someone rented 80 years, they live longer than that. So then this consciousness separate. When one's married, does not enough. Anyhow, it's time to separate, leave this guest house of a body, and then this consciousness start to travel another way, and then where does it traveling is is travel many places, especially like a intermediate stage we call pardo, and then that consciousness has a habitual tendency or imprint that I'm going to rent another house. These always try to, because without a house, like a guest house of this body, I mean, then this consciousness is very kind of has a strong anxiety, affright, worry, tensions. So that's where it always try to find another house. So then it depends once married. If one practice very well in this life, I mean accumulated merits well, then I always give this this example that two house. One house has a light, one house has no light. So if one has a good merit, then one enters in the house where is turned on the light. So then one can see pretty good things, at least inside, whatever, so forth. So that's where this person's consciousness enters like a human, among the human being, like reincarnations, higher reincarnations, or good families and good places and so forth. And someone at that time they don't understand, oh, this is a pig, this is a dog, this is a cat, but just there's a union, male and female, and then one at that time one found the kind of place to rent the house. So that's where it enters inside of there. So then there is a house, is the father's drop and the mother's red drop, father's white drop, between there enters there. So that's where then many people know that, oh, their previous life, for example, if I died last month, and then I was born, and when I know since I was a small one, but at that time I can speak. But then I grow about 3 years or 2 years, then I can say, oh, my parents are there. They are my parents. I have a blanket there. I have some another things in this house. Many children mentioned that. So many children knows that. There is many stories about that. And one day, I give you one example. So one person, he is a road maker. So he work the vehicle road. And then there is one nomadic family, and then they have a good relation, and then that nomadic family told him, I give you cheese and butter before you go back to your home. Since his hometown is far from there, and then he always excited to get these things before he go to hometown. But unfortunately, he was a road worker, so one day the car accidentally he killed that, and then after a few years later, then the children who came there, and then he asked, where is my cheese and butter? And then everybody shocked. What happened? Who are you? And then he said, you already told me you gave the cheese and butter. So that is the proof. Even this, no one can teach. Even nobody can teach that. Tell them like you are the reincarnation of their past life, that person or something. But he just spontaneously says that. And somebody says, oh, this is my parents, they are my parents, so they can mention the names and so forth. So that is how we know. But when we grow, for example, right now we totally forget. It's quite like when we were child or kids, when we were in the kindergarten, right now we try to remember about this situation. We remember just a few, but most time things are we forgot. Likewise, when we grow, then we have many other thoughts arises, so we forgot. Otherwise, we know through this way. Okay.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. It's a wonderful question. Thank you.
All right, so Trisha, I think you're next. Trish.
Hi.
Hello.
Hi.
Hello.
Hi, everybody. Okay, I've been wanting to ask this for a few weeks. I wrote it in the chat so that I would it wouldn't get missed. So this is regarding the Yamantaka mantra. I found a 2-hour loop of the Yamantaka mantra on YouTube, and it starts with Om Eka Yama Duru Chakra Sung, and then continues on. I'd like to know what that mantra means. And I did not take part in the full Yamantaka retreat. I just did the end, though I think I had the empowerment a few years ago. And is it okay for me to listen to it? Because I really enjoy it. I love the sound, but I don't know what it means. Thank you.
Yeah, definitely. You say you have received empowerment, and definitely you have enthusiasm to practice that. So you can practice that. You can listen that. Or you can listen. There is 2 sessions, repelling and protection. So protection is very suitable, very comfortable. So you listen that part. Your question is a protection mantra. So the meaning of Om Ekayama, Chakti Sung. So Om is the head of mantras, and also is auspicious mantra. Ekayama means a single yadam deity. Every yadam is included in a single yadam deity. That means Yamitaka. Yamitaka is also ground of all the yadams. That means what we have to know there. Eka Yama. Yama means actually the another name of Lord of Death. But in the reality, it is Manjushri. So Manjushri, that's we already recite this first session of this teaching. So Manjushri, who has a profound wisdom, so he know in the future people will die accidentally. So because of their some breath of negative airs and so forth, so then he just arise. He stand up as Yama, Lord of Death. So Eka Yama. Dru is actually separately. Dru is different. Dru is the one demon's name. Ru is another ghost name. But then in the reality, it's ignorance. Eka Yama Dru Chakti Song. Song means protect. So this Yamitaka protect us from ignorance and its result. Hekayama Dru Song means Yamitaka's consort. She protects us, save us from attachment or desire and its result. Then Girmayama Dru Song is means this son of this Yamitaka protects us from self-pride and its results. Sarva zitam zitam beni dingni doya, bea doya. So sarva means all. There is 5 this retinues. Another not 5 retinues. There are 2 more retinues. So it mentioned them, and then sarva zitam beni means there's all the kind of fruition of negative thoughts, negative karmic fruitions, then it eliminate. Bea doya. Sangha varana hongja. Hongja means then it's who. Varana dum means actually the over the life force who strolls and hold in the in the clouds or in the mountainside or in the riverside or any village or everywhere, then we bring it back. So that means the reality, what should we know is over the seeds mantra of ordinary mind is ni, N-I, N-R-I, ni, and then this transform into the hong. That means our consciousness enters hong. So hong is the best protection. Why? Because it is the mantra of Bodhicitta. So Bodhicitta is love is the best protection sphere. So hong ja means actually in this case ja means victory. So over the life force bring back and put in the very safety place, which mandala, which is syllable home. Then the rest of the Dakja Pulon Monon Korta Jeba means then I and all the kind of my students or my parents or all of these brothers, sisters, everybody. Raksha. So Raksha means in this case protect. So the meaning of this mantra that, okay?
Actually, to just clarify, I wrote down that I did the Yamantaka empowerment online when Rinpoche did it, I think in 2020 or whatever year. But I'll be honest, I would not have been excited about it. I would not have understood it. In fact, it's so much stuff going on in the Yamantaka retreat. Like it's really intense. That's not usually what I do. I usually would do something like the Tara Sadhana or whatever, because it's much more simple for me. I can do it. And so now that you've explained the mantra, should I still listen to it? Because it sounded so lovely, but now that you explain it, it's so much stuff going on. I don't know that I should listen to it anymore. Tell me what to do about that.
Yeah, definitely. The main thing is where you have enthusiasm, which you have enthusiasm to practice which yidam, that is extremely important. So I think you can maintain Tara and these practices is really wonderful. In the reality, Tara and Yamitaka are inseparable, but you do that. And then I thought you asked me the meaning of mantra. Sorry if you did not. Anyhow, so you are okay to practice that because you already have empowerment. But if you feel that it's better to practice other yidams more than Yamitaka, it's totally fine, definitely. I actually agree that Yamitaka has lots of things, lots of kind of things to do and lots of things to visualize. So that's where especially repelling part is quite a difficult one. So.
Yes, and I did ask for the meaning of the mantra, so I really appreciate you giving that. And just so that GBI knows, there's nothing on the video that says don't do it unless you've had the empowerment. There's nothing in the description, so maybe that might be added if that's important.
Yeah, this students ask to Rinpoche frequently, so Rinpoche always says one can practice protection part, not practice so much a repelling part. So that's why I just repeat that this way. Okay.
Thank you very much. Thank you
so much.
Okay, Elizabeth is next in line.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes, very well.
Okay, I sound like an old person. Can you hear me? Yes, I don't know when it was, either last week or the week before. I talked about you were talking, and I was dreaming when you were talking, and I was the words you were saying, and I was looking for actually a physical body and didn't see one. It was the words. You said that was Bodhicitta, and so I think, and sorry, I was in the middle of eating something. And my question is, as your sense of no self increases, does your bodhicitta increase? And conversely, as your bodhicitta increases, does your sense of no self increase? I mean, do you know what I'm trying to say?
Can you
No.
She's asking if you understood what she said.
No, because
Okay, so do you want to try and repeat it, Elizabeth?
you can.
Okay, I'll try to be louder.
Yeah.
Yes, does bodhicitta increase no self? And does the sense of having no self, does that increase your bodhicitta? I mean, are they related? Because when I asked you, when I was listening to you talk in my dream, I was the words. I wasn't there. So you said, among other things, that was bodhicitta. So it seems like bodhicitta and no self are related.
So her question is, let's just start with, is bodhicitta related to no self?
Oh, no self?
Yeah.
Yes, definitely.
And then vice versa, is no self related to bodhicitta? So it's just, is it both ways? If
Self
you're
is not related to bodhicitta?
Yeah, I think she was just trying to say if you're thinking of bodhicitta, then is that related to this idea of no self? And then when you're thinking about the idea of no self, is that related to bodhicitta?
Oh, yeah. Yes, that's definitely related to bodhicitta because bodhicitta has actually there are a few types aspects of bodhicitta. So there are two. The first two are that relative bodhicitta and ultimate bodhicitta. So ultimate bodhicitta means wisdom. So that means one recognizes selflessness. So, but during the relative bodhicitta, there is a way to perceive self. As last week I mentioned that. That means, for example, we practice mandala in the preliminary practice. First, we possess everything we possess here, and then we offer that. So if we can offer everything, for example, whole universe, first we possess a whole universe, and then we offer this that to the Buddhas. Then to offer one's small position, these things is easy peasy. If I have a watch, this watch, for example, this is $10. So if I can offer the universe to 3 Buddhas, this I can easily offer. I can offer this. So that is for the sake of offer this easily, in the easy way, easily. That's where I possess all this whole universe. That is the one methods in the relative bodhicitta practice. And also sometimes one thinks, oh, this one I have head. This is come from merit. My hands can walk, write, play. So this is also come from the merit. Fruition of merit. My legs can walk, and so first one focus in the positive way, and then I possess very good things, and then don't attach that, don't grasp it, and then offer this to Buddha, Dharma, Sanghas. So that's nicely how we offer to. So that's where first slightly we grasp there. So this is a relative way of bodhisattva, but it is not necessary always first we necessary always. That means first we grasp them and then offer. Not necessary always, but sometimes one cannot dedicate or cannot offer these things, and then there is a way to utilize these methods. And then ultimate level, the Bodhicitta is wisdom. That means there is no self, and there's no self, but still we offering this. This is offering this means. I will clarify this if I'm right to your answer to your question. For example, I realize that everything is emptiness or non-duality, and then still I make a house or nice clothes and offer that. This is actually not a kind of a smart way to offer. So if I rest on the non-duality, that is the best offering, that is the best dedication. So as much as possible, relax on there. And then if other thought interrupt when you acknowledge that, then at that time, if you are practicing mandala at that moment, that things offer is okay. Offer to the Buddha. Okay.
Thank you so much. Lovely answer.
Thank you so much.
All right. Any other questions in the temple?
Yeah.
Or we have one here?
Yeah.
Tree? I see a hand up. Okay, Tree, if you want to unmute yourself, please.
Hello, Khenpo.
Hello.
It's been a while. Are Nagpa vows included in the upcoming monastic vows?
Uh-huh.
Are Nagpa vows included in the upcoming monastic vows?
The Nagpa vows.
Oh, Ngapa was.
Nagpa vows.
Ngapa was, yes, that's a very good question. That so my directly answer is not, it is not. But then there is a some Ngapa vows and monastic vows are common. Monastic vows and Ngapa vows are common, but some Ngpa's has permission to do something monastic does not have. That is, but the thing is, actually, that is actually very difficult part. For example, George Atisha, he said that he kept monastic vow like his eyes. His eyes. That means in the eyes there's a small single hair or small doubt coming here, dirt. Immediately he tried to avoid this, remove it. So that's why he said he did not break any single vow of monastic vow. And then he next he took Bodhisattva's vow. He breaks quite a lot, but he confessed again and again. But then he received Vajrayana vow. It's very challenging. It's so difficult. He kept pure vow of the Vajrayana vow. So right now we are talking about Ngapa vow is quite similar to this Vajrayana vow. So that's why when I say, oh, some monasteries not can't do, but Ngakpas can do, is seems that Atisha what mentioned and what right now my answer is seems a little bit kind of contradictory or a little bit it's different, yeah, seems like that. But other way, when for example, a monastic vow, sometimes they cannot. Monastic vow about here, for example, here. Monastic, when keeps monastic vows, one cannot keep long hair. For example, novice vow. When one is in the monastery, at that time one can keep 2 inches the hair, not longer than 2 inches. 2 inches. But if one is going to the town in the city, then one cannot keep more longer than 1.5 inches in the monastic vow. 2 inch, not too longer than 2 inches or 1.5 inches, something like that. But then Ngakpas can. Actually, Ngakpas can keep, but it's quite according to the monastic vow, then it's quite difficult to even keep the hairs. But something like that, there's a slightly different. So, practitioner who is Ngakpa, then that practitioner is quite difficult to include it monastic. But monastic can include it Ngakpa. That means the monastic who has this monastic vow completely, and then taking Bodhisattva vow and Vajrayana vow. So that's what Saraha did. Saraha, he also did the same way. So I think that's my answer.
Okay.
Thank
I
you.
appreciate it.
Thank
you very much.
Thank you.
All right. Anyone else have a question?
Oh, yeah.
I see. Mikhail, if I could have you ask the next question.
Hi, Khenpo. Sorry.
Hello.
I have 2 questions. One is, are you still going to be teaching us how to do the sewer practice?
Do I want to teach or?
Are you going to teach the sewer practice, which you had mentioned before?
Actually, yes. I have planned that to teach. Rinpoche also mentioned me these teachings, so I'm going to teach. But first, it's better to finish this essence of Mahayana. I think it takes a few more weeks, I think. So after that, probably yes.
Okay. And then my second question was, I have a question about the Pure Land. So we dedicate our vows to and the practice to the Pure Land.
Mm-hmm.
Can you still practice Tantra in the Pure Land, or is it? The reason I'm asking is I was reading about how not every Buddha teaches Tantra. So when we dedicate our merits to go to Sukhavati, for example, can we still practice there?
With Tanka, yeah?
Well, Tantra.
Oh, Tantra, I see. Oh, yeah. Tantra, definitely we can. Actually, the Sutara and the Tantra are like, both are the, support each others. So definitely, practitioner who practice Sutarayana, like a Sukhavati, and that practitioner definitely can practice Vajrayana or Tantra practices. Traditionally, there is a slightly different. That is because when Buddha teach as a being, like a thinking being, like a human being. At that time, he taught about Vinaya and some these sutaras in different places. So some of practitioners follow that directly. And then sometimes Buddha taught this Vajrayana through his miracle ways and particular ways. So then some follow that. But that's where there are slightly different cultures and slightly different followers' way of thinking. Through this way, they are slightly different. Otherwise, these practices help each other. So definitely we can.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
All right, Katsui. Unmute yourself, please.
Hi, Khenpo.
Hello.
Hi. If I break the Bodhisattva vow, how can I repair? Did you probably mention that in Mahayana teaching already, or?
I actually not yet mentioned because this today's the part that the session is the monastic vows. Next session is then Bodhisattva session. That next is a Vajrayana session. So it's step by step coming. At that time, I try to explain well, and then now my answer is actually Bodhisattva vow is very kind of special. It cannot break easily. It's like a gold. If we melt it, we can melt. If we take out, it's become like a frozen. But we can do that unlimitedly, something like that. When how we restore or how we confess this is best thing is there's some kind of bodhisattvas who possess vows, monastics, maybe 5, maybe 3, sometimes more than that. In front of there, you don't keep secretly how you break or what happened. You are going to share and then ask them, please confess, give me permission to restore it or something, fixed it. And then there's some recitations. You recite, you follow them. That is the one way. If because of your circumstance or situation, there is no like a object of confess, then if you have a statue, Buddha's statue, which consecrated by the substances of consecrations, or tankas, which already has blessed, consecrated with some syllables, and also blessed by some these spiritual masters. Then Dharma book, especially Bodhisattva's teaching on books, and then you can confess in front of them. And then it also purifies, breaks samaya of bodhicitta. But the most part, it come in next session, okay?
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
I have a question here in the chat. She says, I'm unclear on the hierarchy of vows, if there is one. So if I have taken refuge and bodhisattva vows, have I gone out of order, or is that okay? And what would be the next vows?
First, to already received refuge vow, and then Vajrayana vow.
Bodhisattva.
The next, what is that?
And then she's asking if that's the correct order to do refuge, then bodhisattva, or does it matter? And then what's the next vow after those two?
Yes, the order is actually that's correct. My answer is yes. And then the most time the order is the first refuge vow. That's very, very certain. It's refuge vow. And then you can practice bodhicitta, but for receive bodhisattva's vow, then you need a refuge vow. But there's a very kind of I don't want to say it's complicated, but there's some interesting Bodhisattva vow and refuge vow means some kind of in the God's realms they have a Bodhisattva vow. They don't have a refuge vow, especially they don't have a refuge vow from Buddha. You know, there are three refuge. They have a Dharma, they have a Sangha, but they don't have a Buddha. That is one thing. And then there is another. Actually, that is called. Also, there is a Jang Dramini. Jang Dramini means Jang means north. Dramini means unpleasant sound. It's one. It's the some area of the mountain mirror. This north directions. So some of they cannot receive these monastic vows. There's a few reasons. Some they don't have a renunciation. Without a renunciation, it's difficult to receive vow. But some already have a Bodhisattva vow since their previous lives. So that's where Bodhisattva vow maintain. But still, if in this life again can receive Bodhisattva's vow. So the main thing is to receive any kind of vow, we need a refuge vow. That is always said that. But among refuge vow, which not always Buddha, Dharma, Sangha, three things together. Sometimes two of these. There are lots of ways. Today our time is we don't have money many times. Otherwise, as I mentioned that in the it's very interesting. There, for example, killing animals. Actually, we say don't kill, or for example, don't steal other things. So then one person take things, and we suddenly say, "Oh, he is thief," because he steal. For example, one person just take this, and from people judge. One monastic take away this cup, and then people immediately judge. Oh, he steals that cup, but that's so he break his vow. That happened many times. Buddha explained vividly, very clearly. So that's why I already mentioned. First, that person need this monastic vow purely, and second, that person need motivation that he is going to steal these things. Third, he is going to act. Fourth, the real owner of that person, the real need to feel that somebody steals my thing, this thing. And then next week actually coming more another week coming. So then there's also different layers of non-virtue. Still means not only one thing. So if this cup in the US, for example, this price is $5, and if somebody, one monastic steals this thing here, non-virtues, and then if this cup is in the Mexico, and they sells this cup maybe $2.50, and then the same person steals these things as a huge difference. There are different of time, different of places of these presses. Press, and different. That's why it's important to know well about these things. Even one does not have plan to receive these vows, but anyhow, so you are right. You did a good job. After receive refuge vow, then you receive this Bodhisattva vow. It's so great.
And what would be the next vow?
What will be? Then next, actually, according to these three sections, grossly we make three sections. So refuge vow, and then you can monastic vow. If not, then you go to the Bodhisattva vow, and then Vajrayana vow. Next seems your next vow should be how to say Vajrayana vow.
Okay. Okay. That's Karen. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. So, actually, it's just about time. Just have 2 or 3 more minutes.
I try to short answer.
Okay. Does anybody have a short question?
Oh, someone already raised our hand, is it?
I don't see a
Or you
hand.
are practice forbearance, and it's all, or practice bodhicitta. It's okay. It's time's up for everybody. Maybe you think that. Otherwise, I saw a few hand. Okay, then shall we start here?
Yes.
Okay, thank you so much, all of you, for participating and asking wonderful questions and listening all of these questions. That these questions are more profound than these questions are very profound, or more than my teachings, my explanations. So thank you so much, all of you. And now we are going to dedicate our merit for welfare of all mother thinking beings, and also this dedication is a special way to keep our merit. Please arise bodhicitta from your bottom of your heart. Chanjo zenjo rembo je ma je ba no je je ba nyam ba me ba ya kon de be wa jo. Thank you, everybody, and may you greatly benefit all beings, whoever hear your voice and whoever you see your actions, and may they receive blessings from you, and may you all greatly benefit all beings. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Just a quick announcement. So we will not be having practice next Sunday because we have an in-person event. So the next Dharma discussion will be the following Sunday on April 6th. We look forward to seeing you there. If you want to say goodbye to Khenpo, we're unmuting you.
Thank you, Khenpo. Bye. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Khenpo.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Khenpo.
Much. Well,
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you so
Everybody
much.
have a great week. We'll see you next week.
Thank you.
Yes,
Thank you.
Bye.
You want to come say hi?
Bye. Thank
Hey,
you.
guys.
Thank
Bye,
you.
everyone.
Bye, everyone.
Bye,
Thank
Khenpo.
you.
Bye-bye.
All right.